Welcome to another end of SDH's tour of MLS Next Pro, and we'll take you through what we know from the week that was, get you ready for the weekend that will be, get your standings, and get you prepped as we take a look also at the matches of the week in the East and the West. So before we go forward, let's go backward and go into the last 7 days and get you ready for everything that went down from, let's say the 14th and work our way forward. So Crown Legacy, Christian Kalina in net for Crown Legacy as he continues his rehab for Charlotte FC. They put 3 on the board against Inter Miami 2 at Matthews to get full points there. NYCFC continues their winning ways at York Lions Stadium north of the border. They knock off Toronto FC 2 by the score of 2-0. Sporting Kansas City 2, a lot of promise with the second team putting 4 on Real Monarchs in Harriman, Utah at Zions Bank Stadium, so full points for Sporting KC2. On Sunday, which is traditionally when most of the matches happen, in and around the schedule for Major League Soccer. On Sunday, Crew 2 shuts out New England Revolution 2 by the score of 3-0 at historic Crew Stadium. Austin FC 2, their up-and-down season continues. Same for St. Louis City 2 at Palmer Field. Austin FC 2 got the win 2-0. Chicago Fire 2 was up 1-0. They lose to Philadelphia Union 2 by the score of 2-1. The match was at SeatGeek Stadium, and Philadelphia Union 2 scores 2 very, very late in Bridgeview to get full points there for the farm club of Philadelphia Union. And, Chicago Fire, they came out to a very hot start. And this weekend, it's going to be another tough matchup with them on the road. Goal in the 71st on a PK by Brandon Craig. David Vasquez scoring in the 81st was the difference after Misael Rodriguez scored in the 13th to give Fire 2 a very, very early lead that they hung on to for almost 60 minutes. Red Bulls 2 beat Hunt City by the score of 1-0 at Montclair State. And then our first match of the week, Atlanta United 2 puts together probably their best performance of the season before surrendering a goal late. But it's a big win over Orlando City B at the Fraction, Fifth Third Bank Stadium. Here's your highlights. Jason Longshore on the call on the SDH Network.
Vial at midfield. Medina defending. Vial cuts to the right. Has Brennan on the big switch. Finds him. Brennan, first touch into the 18. Just can't get it out from underneath his boots. Reed Brown got there first. Lopez goes down in the 18 trying to win the second ball. Does he get the penalty? Believe he does. Eric Lopez earns the penalty. The AR has come into the edge of the 18. There was a slight indication from Anya Voigt that she was showing the penalty. Lopez tried to get there, drew the contact, and Atlanta will go to the spot with an opportunity to take the lead. Not the clearest of indications of that penalty, but it is given. It looks like Eric Lopez will go to the spot in the 24th, maybe the 25th minute by the time he takes it. The long diagonal to Brennan. He couldn't control it, but he kept fighting for it. Knocked it loose enough for Lopez to get to it first, get knocked over, and draw a penalty for Atlanta United 2. Into the 25th minute. Lopez, top of the 18. 6-yard run-up. Otero in goal. Eric Lopez. Goal, goal, goal. Eric Lopez. Otero tried to drag the feet and got a touch, but he couldn't keep it out. Atlanta United 2 takes the lead on Orlando City B 1-0. Tuamasi clears it up into the sky. Lopez goes Shaolin Soccer to regain possession. Firmino spins, drives forward. Nicholas Firmino has an option on the left. Firmino might not need it. Goal! 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 Atlanta United 2. Nicholas Firmino. Might not be the prettiest, but Nicholas Firmino scrambles that one into the back of the net. Had Tyler Wolf on the left, said, nah, I got this. Dribbles through traffic, gets past Pereira, and Firmino makes it 2-0 Atlanta. Firmino can't find the teammate. Fortune cleans it up. Orlando will take another throw. Ian Garrett is the other substitution, a 27-year-old from Kalamazoo, Michigan. Here comes Atlanta into the 18. Shot! Goal, goal, goal! Atlanta United 2. Second of the night, Nicholas Firmino. (3-0) Atlanta. That was an Orlando throw that is quickly turned over, and Firmino from the top of the 18 beats Pereira. Second goal of the night for Nick Firmino, third of the year, third of the night for Atlanta.
So the Twos get a big win, get their first win in MLS Next Pro. It was Nicholas Firmino coming on for the injured Johnny Vial. Eric Lopez gets the PK that gets everything started. Then Nick Firmino, 2 goals in 9 minutes for Atlanta United 2 before Christopher Acuña's late goal at 90+1. Big 3 points for the Stripes as they work their way forward. And the Twos get a win over Orlando City B at home as they spend most of April at home, by the way, 3-1 over OCB. Houston Dynamo 2 gets the extra point over LAFC 2, winning 4-1 on penalties, by the way, at SaberCat Stadium. Earthquakes 2 lose to Colorado Rapids 2 at PayPal Park by the score of 2-0. And our match of the week out west, a 7-goal thriller. Did not have this one on the board from Swangard Stadium once again. Here's your highlights from our match of the week of the West, courtesy of our friends at MLS Next Pro, Apple TV Plus, and YouTube.
Johnston filling into that left-back spot for Mihail Gerashamenkov, who is off with the Moldova U19 national teams. To point out in this lineup, first off, no Adam Saldana. Instead, Diego Lopez will be filling into that spot. Perez plays it out to the left-hand side. Service comes in, gonna dip down, headed back across, and it's an excellent exchange, and an early goal for LA Galaxy 2. Found themselves trailing for the majority of this match. Service comes in, headed on and saved off the post, and then headed through. Plays it back. This one curls in, headed down, and it slips by players. Then Javi Bula smashes that one into the roof. More than a huge chance to take a 2-goal advantage here. And now LA Galaxy 2 trying to break forward for the first time here in the second half. Ball slides in a couple more times, and just like that, it's 2 apiece. And a brace for Aaron Bibu. To the right-hand side, Perez gets in the cross. Bibu heads it down, it's saved, but the follow-through goes in. Coupland sends this one in. Headed on by Herdman. Check that, that's Aguilar. Orchestrated that run. Sends in the cross, Bibo gets the touch on it, and then it goes in. Oh my goodness! To Vasco Fry. Swings it in, headed around a couple times, and it is collected by Gilson, and it's over. First win in MLS Next Pro history for LA Galaxy 2.
So a hat trick by Bibo does not make the difference. Aaron Bibo gets 3 goals, second, 56th, and 88th. Paulo Rudisill got his in the 59th. 3 different scores for the Whitecaps. Amanda Habibula and Aguiar offset the Bibo hat trick. But Los Dos get the win 4-3 with the goal at the latest of the late, Bibo on the rebound in the 88th minute. So a big win for Los Dos on the road in Vancouver. Last match on the board at Choctaw. North Texas SC beats Loons 2. Technically, it's Minnesota United FC 2. We'll just call them Loons 2 for the time being at Choctaw. Final there was 2. 3-1. So let's get you into the standings and run down how things have gone over the first 4 match weeks. Get you ready for match week 5. Crown Legacy ahead in the Eastern Conference, and we'll get into the divisions and lay things out that way. But it is Crown Legacy with 10 points ahead in the East and ahead in the Northeast. 1 point ahead of Revolution 2. NYCFC 2 and Red Bull 2 each have 6 points. NYCFC 2 is ahead on goal difference, 3 to -1. Philadelphia Union 2 with their first win of the season gets 3 points. TFC 2 still looking for their first point of the season after 3 match weeks. In the Central, OCB with 9 points, even with the 3-1 loss to Atlanta United 2. Crew 2 in second with 8. Fire 2 in third with 6. FC Cincinnati 2 with 4. Atlanta United 2 and Hunt City. And Inter Miami 2, each with 4 points for Atlanta United 2 and Hunt City. Inter Miami 2 with 3 points on the year. Atlanta United 2 ahead of Hunt City on goal difference. In the West, in the Frontier, Austin FC 2. 4-1 out of the blocks, 13 points in 5 games. Rapids 2 with 12 points. Loons 2 with 9 points ahead of North Texas by 8 in goal difference. Sporting Kansas City 2 with 8 points. Houston Dynamo 2 with 5. St. Louis City 2, 1 point in their first 4 matches. In the Pacific, Whitecaps 2, 8 points so far on the season in 4 matches. Earthquakes 2 with 6. Tacoma Defiance with 5. Los Dos with 3 ahead of Real Monarchs. Big on goal difference. LAFC 2 is 6th with 2 points. T2, Timbers 2, 3 matches, 3 losses, and a goal difference of -5. So let's get you into the schedule for the weekend and lay things out for you. Starting on Friday at Gillette Stadium, Revs 2 hosting Red Bull 2 at 7 o'clock on Apple TV and MLS Season Pass. At Choctaw Stadium at 8:30 on MLSNextPro.com. It is North Texas SC and Real Monarchs. Saturday night at 7:30, it is Atlanta United 2 hosting Chicago Fire 2. That's on MLSNextPro.com. A.J. Ricketts on the call for that one on MLSNextPro.com at Fifth Third Bank Stadium. You can also catch it on the SDH network. Sunday, a lot of matches, 2 o'clock, Apple TV MLS Season Pass. Crown Legacy hosting Crew 2. Early match of the week contender there. Philadelphia Union 2 at Subaru Park on Apple TV and MLS Season Pass hosting Toronto FC 2. 6 o'clock, Rapids 2 hosting St. Louis City 2. That's on MLSNextPro.com at the University of Denver Soccer Stadium. FC Cincinnati 2 at 7 o'clock hosting Sporting Kansas City 2 at Northern Kentucky University on MLSNextPro.com. Inter Miami 2 at 7 o'clock hosting Hunt City on Apple TV and MLS Season Pass at DRVPNK. Orlando City B hosting NYCFC 2 on MLSNextPro.com. 7:30, Houston Dynamo 2 on Apple TV and MLS Season Pass hosting Tacoma Defiance at SaberCats. 8 o'clock, Los Dos hosting Austin FC 2 on Apple TV and MLS Season Pass and Dignity Health Sports Park. T2 at 8 o'clock hosting LAFC 2 on Apple TV and MLS Season Pass at Providence Park. And 10 o'clock, your nightcap, it is Whitecaps FC 2 on MLSNextPro.com hosting Minnesota United FC 2 at Swangard. So that is all the information, the week that was, the week coming up, and very, very heavy week of competition here in MLS Next Pro. If you are in market and can catch matches in MLS Next Pro, please do so. You get to see these second teams work their way up and try to work toward the collective and the success of their parent clubs and everyone around them. And if you are out of market, or if you're in market and can't make the match, you can always catch on your local providers and on Apple TV. And if you are out of market and still want to follow along, you can catch up on Apple TV and MLSNextPro.com. So for everybody here at SDH, that's another go-round of MLS Next Pro and getting you ready for Match Day 5. Play it safe, everybody. Enjoy the matches in MLS Next Pro. We'll catch up with you next week.